Hi everyone, welcome back to Cloud9 Intuitive. My name is Janine and I am here to do a weekly reading and we're going to go by the elements for this one. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel and I resonate with you as a reader, please do hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. If you are returning, thank you so much for being here. Feel free to hit the thumbs up, drop a comment in the comments below, and I am not currently taking personal readings right now, but as soon as I do open up appointments, I will let y'all know. But you can feel free to join the community over on Patreon, and the link for that will be in the description box below. Also, feel free to join me over on Instagram. The link for that will also be in the description box below. So let's just hop into this reading. What we're going to do is I have my combined animal oracle and elemental oracle, and we are going to get one oracle card for each element, and then we will do one tarot card for each sign of the element. We'll go air, water, fire, earth, and let's hop into it here. So let's go here. Air signs. I hope you guys are well. Air signs. Ooh. Air signs. You got groundedness, gravity. I just heard mind your P's and Q's. Keep your wits about you. Make sure you're keeping your wits about you. Especially if you're getting like a lot of recognition or accolades or anything like that right now, air signs, or if like things are just like going, like things are looking up for you. They're saying, you know, remember to stay in an energy of gratitude and humility, because it almost feels like you're being like there's like some divine forces are working on you to help transform your life, and bring in a lot of really positive energy. And it's like, don't forget, I'm getting like, don't forget where you came from. And also just remember that it's easy to make it, like it's easy, it could all easily be taken away from you or something like that. So just remember to stay grateful and this like dot all the I's and cross all the T's. Mind your P's and Q's. And don't forget where you came from. That's the energy that I'm getting here with this card. So let's go ahead and do Aquarius, Libra, and then Gemini. We'll do one for Aquarius, please. Thank you. One for Libra. Thank you. And one for Gemini. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Right. So like it's almost like I'm getting this energy just like overall. You have the Aquarius got the Four of Wands. The Libra's got the Nine of Wands, and Gemini got the Ten of Swords. So overall, like if I'm reading all of these together, I'm getting this energy of like, don't get ahead of yourself. Like you could get to the very top step and like trip and fall back down, like, you know what I mean, and have to start all over again. So remember to stay balanced. Maintain a sense of equilibrium. Don't get a big head. Don't let it go to your head. No, don't let it go to your head. Something like that. Aquarius here with the Four of Wands. You do have some sort of like stability or something that's coming in for you, some foundation that's being built really sturdily. So it's almost like this is that dot the I's and cross the T's. So to make sure that everything is being built to last. You want to make sure that everything that you're building is being built to last here. The coming Cancer full moon is going to be really important for you. I think that's on the 17th. That's going to be really important here for you, Aquarius. You might start to see some things come to fruition. The blueprints is going to start to manifest around that full moon here. everything starts to take shape around that full moon. But in the meantime, it's like dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's, making sure that the plan that you have set up is actually what you want to see put into motion. So go back over it and think of all of the scenarios that could play out over time, because as this thing comes together, it's like you don't want to have to rebuild it from the beginning. You realize you missed a step or you missed an important element. So just like go back through the plan. This is a great time to go back over the plan and make sure that everything that you need, every screw, every nail, every tool that needs to be in place in order to accomplish this level of stable foundation. This level of equilibrium is there for you. Libras, you're tired. You're weary here, and it's like it's almost like you're tired of doing the same old thing. I'm hearing too that you're tired of you're tired of your own cycles or something like that. You're tired of getting to a certain point and then having to start all over again. You don't want to have to start all over again anymore. Like you're like tired of starting all over again. But it's like this energy of like if you don't like take a moment to rest and regroup here, you run the risk of tripping and falling and having to start all over again. So you could be your own worst enemy here, trying to trudge forward, and you're trudging right into a mistake, right into confusion with this moon at the top of the staircase here. You might be walking right into confusion because you're too dizzy in order to see exactly where it is that you're going. It's like because you're so tired, you haven't taken time to like regroup, come back to yourself, and like take stock of where you are in your process on your journey. You might be walking right into confusion. So that's a caution here, a caution to like take a moment to come back to yourself, to be present with yourself, and not just keep going because you don't want to stop and you don't want to start over. So you're just going to keep going but like it's like, where are you going? Do you know where you're headed to? Do you know what is in the space ahead of you? You're not really sure what's at the top of the staircase. You're just going to keep climbing because you don't want to start over again. And it's like, wait. Figure out where you're going first, and then proceed. Figure out where you're going first, and then proceed. Because it's like you don't want to walk into confusion. You don't want to walk into more confusion because it's like then you get like wrapped up in the confusion, and then you're gonna wind up having to start over anyway. So it's better to take stock where you are right at this moment before you step completely into the confusion, and ask yourself, is that really the direction that I want to be going? Gemini, you have the Ten of Swords here. I'm really drawn to the sword that, I don't know if you guys can see it, the sword that goes right between the bull's eyes. You might have thought you nailed something on the head. You might have thought like you had something perfectly pinpointed, and you were all wrong. It's like don't count your chickens before they hatch, and don't underestimate people. Like don't underestimate people. You might have also given somebody a lot of chances, in order to get something right, and like overly optimistic about something, and not like really like grounded in your perspective, and being like, okay, this person has stabbed me in the back, not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, but 9 times in the back, and once between the eyes. I've gotten stabbed by whatever this thing is, this person, this place, this action, this event, whatever it is. It's failed you 10 times, and it's like, it's almost like that blind optimism, that really thinking that you knew better. It's like a thinking that you think that you know better than what is actually being shown to you, and it's like, you need to be more grounded than that. You need to be more grounded than that. Believe what you are seeing and experiencing, and not what someone is saying to you, because their words are not aligned with their actions, and their actions are the things that are like stabbing you, like that are winding up hurting you in the long run. Could be a Taurus here that's doing this to you, Gemini, or you could be doing this to a Taurus. But whatever the case, it's like You got to believe what you're being shown. Like, don't think that you're going to be able to change a situation. Like, you're not going to be able to change a situation or to change the way that someone is, that someone or something is doing you bad. It's like the only thing that you can change is the way that you respond to it. So you're going to sit here and for one more knife, are you going to sit here for one more knife to go through, or are you going to get up and you're going to get up and go? You're being told to get up and go. You're being asked to get up and go. All right, that was air signs. Let's move on to, what did I say? Fire signs. Let's do fire signs next. Let's get one oracle for the fire signs. There we go. We have East, beginnings, start of something new. Is that a High School Musical song? I've only seen it once, but I think it's a High School Music song. This is the start of something new. This is the start of something new. I'm also hearing "Start of a Romance" by Sky. Is that who sings that? Start of a Romance. It's like an 80s, 90s song or something like that. Anyway, start of a romance. You're start of a romance and start of something new. So something, you're at the very beginnings of something, and this feels like something very beautiful, something that's going to, it's like just now are you starting to see how whatever this is, fire signs, is about to transition you into a new phase of life, bring you into new light here. New light, east. The sun rises in the east. Yeah, fresh light. Fresh light. Let's go Aries, Leo, and then Sagittarius here. Ooh. Excuse me one moment. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, Aries, Leo, and then Sagittarius. Aries. Ooh. Yep. Leo. Wow. Sagittarius. Huh. Very interesting. Okay. If you got the Aries got the Chariot. Leo got the Two of Pentacles. And Sagittarius got the Three of Pentacles. So let's see, if I'm reading these all together, it looks like moving straight ahead into a major change in life that sort of resets your vision for your future, fire signs. Your vision for your future is being reset. Aries, with this Chariot card here, a lot of success is on the way. There's a lot of, it's almost like you figured out some sort of secret here, a secret to how you can be the most powerful you in your life. Something about the secret of you've learned what your power source is. You've learned what your power source is, and you're ready to charge forward. You are going to have great success. You're also going to be able to navigate obstacles and see very clearly in your periphery anything that comes up to challenge you. It's almost like they just said, "Who gonna check me, boo?" I don't know what that. I don't know who that's for. I don't know. Is that from Real Housewives? I don't know what that is. But like somebody's who gonna check me. Maybe that means somebody who's gonna check you. I don't know who's gonna check you. Nobody can check you right now because you're like charging to success. You're like a wild stallion going toward what it is that you know that you want and what it is that you know you deserve. Wild horses couldn't drag you away here, Aries. I'm also looking like the little red corner, the corners of this card are red here. So you're very passionate about wherever it is that you're going. Could be moving toward a Cancer. energy, or a Cancer is charging ahead toward you. But whatever it is, it's like there's a new beginning here, and it's a successful new beginning because it's being driven by a new power source within you. And you're very passionate about it. You're very passionate about it. You're also in alignment. I'm looking at the star and the moon here. You're also in alignment. You've got your shadow and your light element like in line with one another. So the new moon, the next new moon, which I guess is the new moon in Aquarius, could be really important for you. But 7 days from whenever you see this too could also be very important for you. Leo. Very transformative change happening here. This big butterfly with the infinity sign, the Two of Pentacles, is about changes. Ongoing changes too. These feel like small ongoing changes that lead to a larger transformation. So for example, you could be like changing your diet or changing some sort of habit that you have, something material. You could be changing how you make your money. You could be like, there's some sort of like ongoing change that sort of like creates like this lasting flow of transformation in your life. It continues your evolution on the right trajectory. Thank you, Spirit. Your evolution is being continued by some small changes that you're making. So like if you're changing your diet here, that's going to help you with your spiritual ascension. Or if you're transitioning into a new job, it's going to help, like maybe that gives you more time in order to explore something else that you want to do, or more money to explore something else that you want to do. But whatever it is, it's these small changes that you make that like compile together, create this much larger transformation, Leo. Two, it's like you're out of the incubation period. It's like you're done thinking about it. Like you may have been thinking about these changes for quite some time, and now it's like you're done thinking about it. You're actually doing it now. You're ready to do it. You're ready to make the investments that you need to make in order to create the transformation and create the long-lasting transformation for yourself. That was Leo. Sagittarius, with this Three of Pentacles here. New vision. You might be moving here, Sagittarius. You might be moving to like a completely new type of landscape for you. Like for example, like you might be moving to a mountainous region. Somebody out there is moving like to a mountainous region east of where you live. So maybe you're moving to, like, if you live on the West Coast, you're moving to like Colorado, or you're moving to the Appalachians or something like that, Sagittarius. I don't know. But like somebody is moving to a mountainous region. For others of you, this is just like changing your view of obstacles. Like you're like realizing like it doesn't have to be as hard as you've been making it. It doesn't have to be as hard as you're making it. You're embracing the energy of ease in your life. Sagittarius, you're embracing the energy of ease and realizing like, oh, I've been like overcomplicating things, and like I can achieve my vision on a much easier path than the one that I have been sort of going on. So you're almost like the things that may have felt like or seemed like obstacles or hindrances in the past now are like, no big deal. It's like no big deal. Like I'll figure out a way around that. But this is not going to, like, they may have stopped you in the past, but now that you're in this new energy, this new beginning, this energy of new light, you're like, no, that's not going to stop me this time. I'm not going to allow that to stop me. I'm going to figure out a way around that obstacle. That's not going to be a roadblock for me anymore. So roadblocks, you're removing roadblocks from your path here. It could too be like you like are like joining forces with somebody who helps to remove roadblocks. So for example, if finances have been a roadblock for you, now you get an investor or something like that, or like something like if you like whatever had been preventing you from like going full force on a project or something like that. Now it's like you have this like new energy. You may have more time, you may have more resources or something like that that enables you to like overcome those obstacles and like take on the project head first and get it done. Something like that, Sagittarius. Okay. That was for fire signs. Let's do water signs. Water signs. Get one oracle for my water signs, please. Joy, music, beautiful. You're doing whatever it is that makes you happy. You're doing it. You're finding joy, life, reasons to sort of celebrate life. You're finding them in unexpected places here, water signs. It's almost like you can create. It's like you can create a good time in the bleakest of environments. You're able to see the beauty. You're able to see the beauty anywhere you are. Like even if it's like, damn, this is rough. Like this is a rough situation. This is rough territory. Like this is not really my ideal. This is not really ideal for where I want to be right now. But you're able to kind of see the beauty in it. You're able to like transcend. Some of you are using music for that to be the vehicle for that to be the vehicle for the transcending. But for others of you, it's really just like you're able to like appreciate very small things, like the way light is glimmering off of the window and onto like a glass or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're just able to appreciate very small things, wind chimes from like across the way. And you're like, oh, I hear the faint sound of wind chimes. That's so beautiful. But whatever it is, it's like, it doesn't matter where you are, what circumstance you find yourself in. It's like you're able to appreciate the moment. Okay, so let's do Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Cancer. Cancer. Beautiful. Pisces. Gorgeous. Scorpio. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's like there's a blessing in everything. It's like there's a very powerful place to be in here. So let me just tell you what we have here for Cancers. You got the Father of Pentacles. For Pisces, you got the Daughter of Cups. And then for Scorpio, you got the Four of Pentacles here. So all together now, it's like there's like this knowing that like even if you like are like down to your last, like the last of your reserves, right? Whether that be like, you know, like, dang, these vegetables are looking kind of slim and spare, or the cupboards are, you know, slightly dwindling, or like, I don't know how I'm going to get the gas. It's coming through as like resources, or it's like, dang, I'm really tired, like I don't have a lot of energy, or it's like, well, I don't have a lot of hope. Like it's almost like feeling like, you know, for all intents and purposes, my hope should be dwindling right now, or my faith in something should be dwindling right now. But it's like water signs, even as like you have like situations that are that would otherwise seem difficult or challenging, you're realizing that you already have everything you need, that you have everything you need to be successful in the moment. Cancers, you are feeling like, you know what, I'm going to get through this. Like, it's almost like you are feeling divinely provided for, and so you are able then to provide. It's almost like whatever's being provided for you, it's like you are in turn like giving that out. And that's where you're seeing the beauty in, like, it's almost like the beauty in charity, the beauty in being able to be a blessing to others because you have been blessed. Cancers is what I'm getting. It's like you're doing something really great for other people, because it's like there's this energy that's coming into you, energy or resources or something that you've been blessed with, that you're like, you know what, I want to share my blessing. And that's helping you to see beauty in a really bleak situation or set of circumstances that you might find yourself in. You're like, it's like not, it's like not, it's not having the impact that it might have otherwise had, because it's almost like the act of giving is taking you out is taking you out of this sort of like energy of like intense focus on self and on what's going on that's not so great in your life, and really helping other people to experience a level of beauty in their own lives, and that's creating beauty in your life. That was Cancer. Pisces, Daughter of Cups here. It's like, Pisces, even if you're feeling sort of like a loner, or like some of you are feeling like the ugly duckling, or like you're just like out, you're like floating alone, you're like, dang, like out, like you're just feeling by yourself a little bit, like they're singing, who can I run to? Who can I run to? But it's almost like your intuition is telling you it's okay. Like, there's going to be a brighter day. There's going to be a better day. There's something to look forward to, right? Even if that's your own transformation, there is something to look forward to. And it's almost like you're not letting it get you, like you're not letting the feeling of loneliness take you into depression. You're accepting that as a moment where you need to come back to yourself and sort of like sit with yourself. Some of you are doing like mirror affirmations, like getting comfortable with your reflection again. But it's like, also some of you like need to like apologize for yourself. Some of you are feeling lonely right now because you finally have left a situation that was not serving you, and you need to just have a moment in the mirror where you apologize to yourself for sitting in something for longer than you knew that you should, because of a fear of being loneliness, and now you're coming back to yourself. But ultimately, the good news here is that this isn't like ruffling your feathers too much, right? You're floating. You're not sinking here, Pisces. You're not sinking. I know it's difficult for Pisces to feel like to feel this energy of loneliness, but you're coming to understand that you are not alone, right? You might feel lonely, but you're certainly not alone, because you have divine protection and your spirit team, and God is always with you, right? And that, like, as long as you are able to sit with yourself, right, then you are not alone, right? And so I think that realization, coming into that realization, and really sitting with the peace of that, and that sort of intuitive knowing, is really helping you here in this moment to just sort of get through it and recognize that it's not like you're not out in the desert. Like, it's not out in the desert. There's plenty of There's plenty of growth yet left to happen. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. And then Scorpio, you have the Four of Pentacles. I'm getting robbing Peter to pay Paul. But here's the deal, Scorpio. You're making it work. You're making it work. Like if you feel stretched thin, if you feel stretched thin here, Scorpio, in terms of your resources, whether that be money, time, energy, all three, right? It's like you are making it work. And so you need, like, one of the things that is going to be really important here is to recognize every time you make a payment, every time you you get like a power 20-minute nap, you get a 20-minute power nap in, like every time that you like accomplish something that you feel like you're being stretched to do. Give thanks and praises that you were able to make it happen, that you were able to make it work, and you will start to see those Four Pentacles multiply. Because it does feel like you're like it's a tenuous situation. It's like you don't know how it's working, but for now it's working. The way that it's working is because it's like divine, right? It's like God is making a way out of no way for you. Where you thought it was $10. God is making that $10 stretch to make it look like $65. Where you may have thought like, dang, there's no way I'm going to be able to pay all of these bills this month. God is making it so like one of the companies is like forgiving a month of bills for just for this month. They're going to forgive it so that you can focus your energy on what needs to be paid presently. Whatever it is for you, God is making this way out of no way. And so like it's almost like it's like an oasis in the these little oases keep popping up for you, Scorpio. And it's like every time you get to take that cool sip of water, give thanks, give thanks and praises to the Most High, because that's how it is. You're like, I don't know how this is working out, but it's working out. It's working out because God is making it work for you, and so. Give thanks and praises. Give thanks and praises here. That's all I can say. Be joyful. Be joyful in the moment and spread that joy around. Yeah, it's like for all of my water signs, testimony. Like talk about it. Talk about how you're being blessed in this moment, even if the days feel dark, right? How you're being blessed in this moment. Talk about spread that joy. Spread that joy, because that's one of the things that you can do to increase the joy, to increase the energy of joy, just in the collective in general and in your own life. Okay, that was water signs. Let's do earth signs now. Mystery, dark matter, earth signs. So I'm getting dark night of the soul energy. You might be going into a period of time of major transformation for you. The way that you speak is being transformed. Your internal universe is being transformed, right? Your internal cosmos is being transformed, and then and the world around you is being transformed. All of this change is happening. All of this change is happening at the same time, and it's like causing like this like major like oh shit moment for you in your life. Like it's almost like it's like a series of train wrecks that you can't look away from, but it's also like you don't have any choice but to go into the unknown. You don't have like it's like you don't there's no choice here but to go into the unknown. 11, the 11th could be really important. Could be an important day for you. It's almost like, too, you're not saying what you know. You're not saying what you know. You're not saying what you see. It's like these, like all of these changes are happening, and like you see it, you feel it, or a sign, but you're not. It's like the whole world's not privy to it yet. Let's see. We're gonna do Capricorn, Taurus, and then Virgo. Some of you, might have gotten mixed up in some mess that like you're like, how did I even get into this situation? And you're like trying to figure out a way out of it, and it's like the only way out of it is through it. Now you're already in it. You already done did it. So like you got to go through it. You got to go through it, and you have to allow it to, because it's like there was a lesson in making that turn and making that decision to go in a certain direction or try something or like someone or whatever it is, whatever decision that you made, and you're like, God, how did I even wind up here? It's like it's not yours to question now. It's like that is the lesson that you signed up in this moment of this lifetime to learn, and so you can't go backwards. The only way to get through it is to go through it, and so to go through it and to learn the lesson. Let's see, Capricorn. That's too many. Just one for Capricorn, please. Thank you. Yep. Wow. Taurus. Thank you. Wow. Virgo. Interesting. Capricorn. You're like, if you like, you might be stuck in some mess. You might find yourself be like in the middle of drama, in the middle of some sort of like whirlwind of mess, and it's like almost like you want to protect yourself. You're trying to protect yourself from it. You're trying to protect yourself from it, but the best thing that you can do is actually like learn from it, as opposed to trying to like hide from it and like just like sort of like well, fuck it, we're in here now. We're here now. So what am I like? What do I have to learn from this situation? How can I be enlightened by this situation? How can I use this to my benefit? Right? How can I use this to my benefit? How can my perspective be shifted so that in the future, when I'm faced with when I'm faced with a situation that is similar, that I can make a better choice for myself. There's something about making a better choice for yourself. Making a better choice. Because now it's almost like you're like, you don't know, like, it's like almost like there's been too much buildup for you to like see your way out of it. But it's like, you just got to go little by little. You have to go little by little and allow yourself to be changed by the experience. Allow this experience to change the way you do things moving forward, Capricorn. And then as you stop trying to sort of like protect yourself, this is like the energy of like lying to yourself, like it's not that bad, or like, I don't have to deal with this. And like, you have to deal with it. Eventually you're going to have to deal with it, or you're going to have to face the situation, or it's going to compound and get worse and worse and worse and worse. Right. And so this is like that energy of like, as you start to face the situation, as you start to tell yourself the truth about where you find yourself, you start to become unstuck. Slowly but surely, you start to become unstuck because you start to embody the transformation. Taurus. Yeah, your card came out, Taurus, the Empress card. This is Taurus Libra energy. So Taurus, it's almost like you're coming, like you're being like transformed back into yourself, like back into your creative, abundant self, your nurturing self. You might have been feeling like a little bit like not so nice. Like you may have had some situations where you're like, damn, I'm usually not this mean. Like I can be like blunt and I can, but like you might have been finding yourself being like really short with people or something like that. Or like just like not, not not your usual sweet self. Like it's almost like that, like almost like a level of sarcasm that was like hurtful and not and like it's almost like you didn't know where it was coming from, and now it's like you're recognizing it. And the way that I feel like this is very much the way that you're speaking to people, you're nurturing people again. You're learning to nurture people. You want to create bonds again. You want to create bonds. Yeah, because you were realizing like as you were like that you were damaging, you may have been damaging relationships or something like that, damaging relationships, um, uh, and also like and also like exhausting yourself, because it was like you like it's almost like that energy, it was like that energy was just sort of zapping your life force as you were like spouting off harshness. It was like zapping your own life force, zapping your own ability to create and produce. And so now it's almost like you're coming back to yourself, coming back to that energy of like growth, coming out of a dark time into like lighter spirits. Because it was almost like you didn't realize that you were doing it for a while. And then as soon as you realized you were doing it, it was like you've been doing it so long you couldn't stop. And now you're like getting to a space where it's like, no, I don't have to respond like that. I don't have to respond like that, or I don't have to react in that way. And you're shifting back into something that feels less harsh. Yeah, less harsh. Somebody might have said something to you too, Taurus, that really hit home. And you were like, oh, I didn't realize that I was being perceived that way. Something like that. Virgo. 3 of Wands. What you why are they saying it like that? What you had thought it was going to be is not what it's going to be. Like the way that you thought that your life was going to be panning out. Like maybe you had this vision of how you were going to like be, or like what your adult life was going to look like. You know, maybe you thought it was going to be like trips and this and that and this and that and this and that. And it's all sort of being reworked and reshaped and changed now. And it's like, before you start to announce your vision, get a clear idea of what your actual vision is, because it's almost like you have to go through this like sort of period of separating from the old vision before you can truly make space for the new vision. And it's like it feels like you're in the process, you're trying to rush through the process of like breaking down the old vision and figuring out what parts of that you can keep and what parts of that have to go. And like it's almost like you're just like, fuck it, let the whole old vision go, and then we'll just make a new one. We'll do it live. Like that's the energy that I'm getting. And it's like it's like you're being asked to slow your roll a little bit, slow down a little bit, and like, because there's a lot that's being transformed here in the world around you. And before you can speak out on what it is, speak out on your internal changes and how they are going to affect your pathway forward, it's like you have to allow things to settle down a little bit. It's almost like you're in a rush to get to the next part, but the part that like the first part's not even done yet. It ain't even done yet. You're still in the middle. You're in the middle of a transformation. It's kind of like it would be like the caterpillar busting out of the cocoon, like 3 weeks too early, and still like mad caterpillar left and like a half a wing, and like trying to be like, no, I'm just gonna go. I'm just ready to go. Like you can't. Like you gotta slow down a little bit. The vision is being shaped. The vision is being crafted here. The vision is being crafted here, but it's like allow these internal shifts to take place fully before you start to speak on the new vision. Otherwise, you're going to have to revise and then revise again and then revise again, because you haven't allowed, like, if you're still changing, you're still changing. The world around you is still changing. Your external experience is changing as much as your internal experience. And until that ground settles a little bit, it's going to be really difficult for you to say which way you're going to go. Okay? All right, y'all. That has been the weekly message. I really hope that these messages resonated with somebody out there. Feel free again to subscribe to the channel. I would love it if you do. Also, thumbs it up. It really helps the channel to grow. Drop a comment if you're so inclined. Join me over on Patreon, where I do other readings. And what else do I want to say? I think that is all for now. So if this is where we leave things, I am sending you so much love, so much peace, and so many blessings. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.